Meeting girl at church. Meeting a lady. I love the podcast and think your comedy is great. I'm a 25-year-old guy. All right, you're in better shape than me. And my girlfriend of 4 months recently broke up with me. All right. That probably stings a little bit, but you're 25. You're fine. Get out there, have a couple of Rolling Rocks. You'll be back in the game. It stung, he said. Look at that. I called it. But I probably would have broken up with her eventually anyway. Well, then that's just your ego's hurt. It's not your hat. Because we're very different people, and she never wanted to do anything out of her comfort zone and didn't put as much effort in as I did. Anyway, I'm looking to get back out there and meet more women. I'm in a new city and have a few ideas about how to do it. I'm fairly confident I can still get laid going to bars or clubs, but I kind of want to meet a girl I can build a relationship with. I've always believed in doing some sort of activity rather than going out to bars. Because there's always that chance you're meeting a booze bag. Right? Smoker, fucking lunatic or whatever. If you join, like, literally just stupid shit, a softball league, stuff like that where there's other, like, co-ed, by the way. If you're looking to meet a lady, shit like that. There's all kinds of fucking, like, I never knew this because I always just went out and acted like an idiot. But, like, there's all kinds of fucking young adults that are out doing healthy shit. And they put together groups because they also want to meet somebody and get laid. You know, you ever see those clusters of people riding bikes? I mean, someone could meet their wife in the middle of that cluster. She's staring at her spandex-covered ass going, you know what? I picture a couple of kids coming out of there that kind of look like me. And next thing you know, you ring your little fucking bell, jing, 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 jing. You fuck up the Peloton. No fraternizing in the Peloton, right? You get up there. Hey, can't help but notice that you got a Univega. I also have a Univega. You know, you just strike up a conversation. That's what I would do. Anyways, this idea of meeting them at church popped in my head the other day while I was driving. I like most of the ideas church preaches. Don't cheat, don't kill anybody, blah, 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 blah. Oh, every religion starts off, the 7 deadly sins are the greatest, the 10 commandments. You can't, no, the biggest atheist in the world cannot argue with those. Well, I'm sure they could. Anyways, the problem is I'm an atheist, he says. Do you think it's a good idea to try to meet a girl at church if I don't believe in that shit? Well, you're kind of presenting yourself in a way if you show up there. It's kind of funny. Maybe if you're up front, just say, listen, I'm actually atheist, but like I like the way people that go to church carry themselves. Oh, that would piss her off on the first date, though, I would think. I don't know. You're kind of going in a little, that's a big surprise early on. You know, that's right up there with the third nipple. So, so I would have to say, I don't know that I would do that. Or I would go into there saying that you're an atheist. I wonder if you could actually join the group and just be like, yeah, I'm an atheist, but I'm trying to meet a nice woman that I can settle down with. Then she might want to take you on, like, you know, she can solve your spiritual dilemma. I don't know. The comedian in me wants you to do it. I don't want you to hurt anybody. Just come in there, you know, like a gunslinger. I don't believe in your Christ stuff, but I do believe in how you live your life. I won't snicker when you talk about curing lepers, and you don't give me any advice when I take out my pouch of tobacco. Anyways, or do you have any tips to meet a nice girl for a relationship? Buddy, I have been with my wife forever. I wouldn't even begin. The amount of technology that has changed. I met my wife before social media. When you actually had you had to have balls to fucking walk up, which I did. She rejected me like fucking 9 times. It was hilarious. Then finally I was like, you know what, fuck this chick. And then I went to a bar I saw her. I was just like, to hell with her. And what did she do? Came right up to me. Right up to me. Fucking ridiculous. You know? Women are like cats. You know, if you try to fucking pet them, they run away. But if you fucking ignore them, they're all over you. My ex was my first real girlfriend, and most of the girls I've been with have just been hookups or short flings. I got a late start in the game with women. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. Dude, let me tell you something. You got your whole fucking life ahead of you. All right? I would go to bars. I would play softball. I'd ride a bicycle. I'd go to church. I'd fucking do it all. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck what some old 51-year-old bald redhead has to say to you? Go out there and have a good fucking time. All right? You're in a mature place if you want to try to meet someone to actually be in a relationship with. But, you know, don't limit yourself. There might be a gem in one of those bars. Who knows? But I you know, that's all I knew. I sort of was about sports when I was growing up, and that's how I used to meet women on the subway. I don't know why. Somehow I could fucking hit on them in the subway. I was always good at the gym, but I sucked in bars. I was bad in bars because I think they knew it was coming. And then I came, you know, so they came in there to get hit on, and they didn't want to see me coming over here with my fucking red afro. Hi. Overrated, underrated. Underrated. Amphibian pets. Who doesn't love something that thrives on land and water? Well, get a fucking Range Rover. Why does some frog have to live in a goddamn fucking beer stein? Sure, the upkeep is terrible, but who doesn't love a good scene? I think Patrice loved fish tanks. Would you ever get any lizards? No. I wouldn't get any fish either. That's like, you know, I don't know. Anything that involves water is just like, it's just an expensive fucking hobby. Or it's expensive with your time. I mean, the amount of fucking time once you get that goddamn fish tank, and then you gotta clean it, you gotta get the shit out of there, and then is this fish compatible with that fish, and what's the fucking pH balance of the fucking water? You know? I'll tell you right now, anybody who has a fucking fish tank out here in LA with earthquakes is out of their goddamn mind. Fuck all of that. I don't want to, you know, I would never have a lizard, all right? I grew up around enough people who were shut down emotionally. I don't need to recreate it in a human fucking reptile relationship, okay? I like dogs. That's what I like. I like cool-ass fucking dogs. You know what? I actually had a buddy of mine. He, please tell me this didn't shut off. Oh, thank God. A buddy of mine, I was hanging out, basically had the chocolate brown version of my dog Cleo, who I got to see for a week and a half, which was fucking awesome. Technically still my dog because I still pay for her. It's a long fucking story. Oh, Jesus. But I like that, you know. I love a fucking friendly pit bull. I'll take that over a lizard any goddamn day. I'm not like that. I don't get the fucking snakes and all that shit. They're fucking slimy. They don't give a fuck. They'd kill you if they could. Dogs are actually, you know, dogs you know are your friend. And you know if they're not your friend. A lizard, you have no idea. And that's why, you know, when a real big insult on a person is that they're a lizard person, or they're fucking reptilian and all of that. It basically means that they don't have any. You ever I used to do a bit about that. Like if I was ever going to get killed by an animal, I would want it to be a mammal, because at least they show fucking emotion when they're doing it. They fucking making all this goddamn noise. They kind of put you out of your fucking misery for the most part. Just grab you by your throat and chomp down until, you know, they put you in a fucking rear naked choke with their mouth. As opposed to, I got to tell you, that fucking, you know, I'm still trying to shake off the last time I went on the Rogan podcast and that shit that he shows about animals. That one of the Komodo dragon swallowing that fucking monkey whole, and it was just like the lack of expression on that thing's fucking face, and the way that they go after those giant goddamn bulls over there. You ever see that one where he just fucking, the bull's just standing there like an asshole rather than running away from the thing? He kicks at it a few times, and it comes up and it bites him on the leg. And once it bites him on the leg, the dragon knows the thing's going to die in like fucking, I don't know how many days, but it just knows that there's so much bacteria in his mouth, the thing's fucking leg's going to get infected. The fucking lizard doesn't know this shit. It just knows that I bit it, it's going to die. It doesn't know about bacteria. Sorry. So, and then what ends up happening is as the bull gets weaker and can't stand anymore, there becomes this critical point where the bull can't defend itself anymore, and the dragon feels it's safe enough to go in and begin eating. And the fucking thing isn't dead yet. So fuck reptiles. I know you guys are all going to fucking try to send me videos of that fucking bear attacking that goddamn deer. I already saw it. I don't give a shit. I'm not watching any of them. I don't like watching things suffer.